Hey, my YouTube family. This is Brittany, and you're on my channel, Romeo Roadmap. I feel like I haven't touched base with you guys in a while, but for those of you that are new, we are a solution-oriented channel. I like to think of myself as your virtual female friend. I like to advise men. Unlike so many channels that are already on YouTube, we don't male bash, we don't woman bash, we don't tend to actually add to the negative narrative that is so in abundance out there, especially going on these days right now. So one of the things I wanted to talk to you guys about is, how you dress tends to attract a different kind of woman. Okay, now before we jump to conclusion, I am not at all somebody that is stuck on name brands, designer, the latest and the most expensive of anything, right? That has not ever been me. I've never been a quote unquote label whore. Okay, however, I recently met someone who was an older man. And I'm gonna say he was in his 50s, which to me is older but not old. Just my opinion, right? And he was interested in me. And I noticed, his conversation was good. But when I say the man had on a chain, and I don't mean like just a chain like a piece of jewelry, no, I mean like a chain that was like noticeably thicker with a little medallion at the end. I was like, what is he, a miniature Flavor Flav or something? This is ridiculous. But he was dead serious. And then the shirt was one of the oversized jersey ones, but actually when he spoke and opened his mouth, you realize that he actually is an intelligent man. He actually had things going for himself. He was about to retire soon. Had endeavors that were not just in his mind, but he was actually doing. He was a man with vision, a man with a plan. But you would not know that by how he present himself, by how he was dressed. A grown man with a medallion across his neck like that, even though I know they say that, you don't judge a book by its character. That's BS. People, we absolutely judge. I cannot walk around and with my, say for instance, butt cheeks hanging out in broad daylight and walking around in public and then be shocked when someone treats me like a whore when I'm walking around in a whore uniform, okay? It's the same thing for when you are dressed like the guy I just described. He looked thuggish to me. He almost came across to me as a refined thug, okay? And when you actually further talk to him, you learn that is not who he is. And he actually spoke about how some of the women that he meets are just not what he wants, and how they're, some of them ratchet, some of them wild. And I thought to myself, you're attracting them, sir. They look at you, they look at how you're coming, and they think that you are their target audience. Even though they are not, you don't look the part. You don't. And again, I reiterate, it's not about labels. It's not about designer. It's not about that, because you can be well put together in some relatively modest brands and still look really presentable, even in a very casual setting. I think sometimes we don't realize that. Sometimes it's how you're presenting yourselves. Even in some of the places that you are frequenting. Is your brunch always the wild jump up and down twerk brunch? Or is it somewhere where you're able to actually have a conversation and not have to yell over the music? Which one are you going to? The cigar lounge that you're going to, do you actually see women in there mostly? Maybe you do, but maybe it's not necessarily the best place to meet women. Let me tell you some of the good places to meet her. TJ Maxx, Home Goods, Starbucks, yoga classes, Pilates. But these are gonna be some of the places that you're wanting to run into her. And you don't want to be dressed like the medallion guy when you see her, because like me, she's going to be taken aback. So you're wanting to make sure that actually you look like who you actually are internally. Even if that means looking for a stylist or asking women to dress you. There's no shame in that, but actually look at the woman that you're asking and make sure she's the kind of woman you want to attract, that you're asking, hey, does this look good? For instance, if you're in the mall and you see the kind of woman that you would like to talk to, those are the kind of women that you want to ask, hey, could you give me some style suggestions? Tell me what you like. And listen to what she likes, because that's the kind of woman that you're trying to attract. You don't want the chick that necessarily is having the green lace front on, that's walking around in broad daylight with nothing going on but a sexy red playlist, and attracting her and finding out what she likes. No, you might want a woman more refined. Ask her what she is attracted to and be willing to dress accordingly. It's not about what other men are going to find attractive. You know, to me personally, I think that's gay, to be worried about what other men are going to find as a good look. No, you dress to attract women. You dress to attract women. Ask women that you like, their appearance and their presentation when you see them out in public, how they like a man to dress. Ask them to give you some style suggestions, and they probably won't have a problem doing that, especially if they're already out shopping anyway. That's all I have for this time. Talk to you guys later. Bye. Oh, like and subscribe. Thank you.